if you guys remember the last couple of firewood videos, go check those out if you haven't seen them. But this was a great big pile of great big logs. There was 4-footers all the way down to, you know, telephone pole size stuff. That is gone. I got a little pile there. I'll run over there. A couple things didn't get cut all the way, so I couldn't split them, but we're going to clean this mess up. And this is that pile of brush. It's kind of all, I don't know, rotted, composted. What do you call that? It's just not great to burn by itself, but if I get a real hot fire going, I can shake the pine needles and dirt out of it and throw it on the fire. It'll go away. So we're going to clean that up next, and then we'll be into that pile of logs, get the rest of that. But for right now, we're going to do a little cleanup out here with the grapple. I'm going to clean this mess up. So any of you guys that are on the fence, if you're out, you know, you're looking at tractors, you're going to buy a tractor, if you've got anything like this going on your property, or think you might someday have messes like this, get you a grapple. Hands down, one of the handiest things you can put on a small tractor. You can grab that right there. I mean, that's quite a bit. That's about a pickup load of brush. And we're gonna haul this. We're going a couple hundred feet. If I was using a skid steer, that's kind of a lot of tracking, but a tractor doesn't mind driving. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this mess. We're gonna run down here. Now that this field's smooth, I can actually drive across. It's pretty nice. And I'm just gonna pile it right here. And we'll come back to this. With the excavator, I'll get a big ripping fire going, and all that stuff will go into the fire and get it all to go away. So like I was saying, if you're in the market for a tractor, let's just consider if you're buying a loader, it comes with a bucket, but definitely get the skid steer style disconnects and get yourself some forks. If you can't quite spring for the grapple, at least get the forks, because they do the same thing for a lot of stuff. You can get those forks underneath things and you can scoop them up. You can even get out with a ratchet strap and tie it to the backrest of the forks if it's gonna fall off. But this grapple is just amazing. You can see I just raked that basically down to bare dirt. There's almost nothing there. Very little of this is going to sprinkle out of here as I run across the field, and that's fine. I'm going to run the Harley rake on the field anyways. And there's nothing here that the lawnmower or the brush hog wouldn't eat up anyways. It doesn't matter. So, but this grapple, the brand on it is LS. It just happened to be what was available. I bought this tractor kind of back in the middle of the pandemic, and things were hard to get, and it turned out this is a great grapple. I'd probably way rather have an EA Wicked grapple, but this sucker, I haven't bent it yet. I am pretty cautious how I use it, and it does the job very well for what I'm doing. Get the teeth just skimming the ground, and not a big deal if you're a little bit high. If you're a little bit high, you just get it on the next pass. Don't have to get it all in one shot. Side hill here, but this is really smooth now that I've redone this field. But be real cautious when you're running around, especially with a heavy load in your bucket or your grapple. Keep that thing down as low as you can, and avoid running over, you know, a block of wood or a 4 or 6 inch diameter rock can flop you right on your side if you're going fast and you got a lot of weight forward. alternate one side and then the other side, and we'll just work our way right into this. We'll get it all out there. Sometimes give it a little shake. I'm excited to get this all cleaned up. You know, when I got all these logs and stuff, all this came in. It was kind of in the middle of winter, and I was kind of stuck with putting it where I could put it, and didn't really want it right here, but it's just kind of how it worked out. So all that firewood over there and all those logs are gone and split up. They just split the last couple of pieces, and it's a good sign of progress. I'm real happy with that. Always keep an eye on your hoses when you're running the grapple. Snag those things on something. All right, guys, that's what you can do in an hour. We moved that whole pile just under an hour here. Did a quick rough rocks blade, root grapple, cleaned up all this brush. I took it down the hill. I'm going to spread it down there and let it rot into the forest floor. I don't think I'm going to burn it now, but if you guys are thinking about buying a tractor, I would definitely recommend the front auxiliaries and get a Grapple. If you're going to get a box scraper, I highly recommend this Woods model. There's other guys like EA, they make a really good unit. Lots of good units out there. Don't buy one of these thin, flimsy ones. Look up the shipping weights on these. They're heavy, they're thick, they'll hold up. Get these, some guys call them tines, some guys call them rippers. Nobody's wrong. These you can adjust them up and down. So what I just did, usually those are in the up position, but what I just did, I just dragged those teeth through here and just cruising along at a good speed, just barely dragging those, and it got most of this stuff up. Now I'll throw the Harley rake on and I'll go through this and make it perfect, but for an hour, that's a big improvement. Happy to get this section of the yard cleaned up. So let's wrap it up right there, guys. This is a pretty good little project for an hour. If you like this sort of thing, consider throwing that subscribe button, hit the bell. It really helps us out. You'll see a lot more of these videos. We do videos with the tractor, the excavator. We got the skid steer. I do a lot of welding, mechanical stuff, work in the shop, built a wood stove. We do firewood, a little bit of everything. So check out our other videos. There's over 100 of them on the page now, so check those videos out and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see us do next. So I'm just going to pick up some glass and some metal and a little bit of everything on this old farm. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.